Boom, we are live. What's going on, everybody? Thanks for coming in. I want to start this live Q&A session here with paying tribute to Muhammad Ali, who we lost over the weekend, a true legend and inspiration in the sport of boxing. We lost a legend, we really did, and he made a mark. We all watch and learn from him, probably the most name in boxing, even to this day, inspires other boxers and MMA fighters. So was a legend and will forever remain one. How's everyone doing? Thanks for coming in. I see a lot of people are already in the chat room now. Sorry for starting a little bit late. If you guys would, do me a quick favor and just thumbs this video up so we can get more people in here right now. I got 30 with 700,000 subscribers. We have more than 30 in here. People are still misquoting Kenny. Cool. All right, guys. So I'll answer as many questions as I can today. I know we're going to get a lot in here. Feel free to just keep typing it out. If I don't see it the first time, I'm sorry. Like I said, the chat's going to be flying quick. So when I see them, I'll answer them quickly. I want to start off by saying real quick, if you're in the Los Angeles area, I would love for you guys to come. We're going to focus on more advanced kicks, underutilized kicks that you don't see a lot in MMA or in Muay Thai, things that you can utilize and incorporate and be very successful with them. We're also going to focus on flexibility and the Muay Thai clinch. All right, little secrets that I learned in Thailand. I want to share them with you guys. So that's going to be limited availability, and that's going to be on July 2nd in Hawthorne at Sweet Science Gym. You can see it's super tiny down there and backwards. But yeah, Sweet Science Gym in Hawthorne, California, July 2nd. So if you guys are in the Los Angeles area, I would love for you guys to come on out. It's going to be a good time. So more details on that, pricing and VIP packages will be coming soon, but I just wanted to throw that out there. One more quick thing too, today's the last day for the Midwork certification course. So if you want to sign up, there's only a few spots left. And tonight is the last night to sign up, but we are going to be doing a giveaway. All right. So if you want a guaranteed spot, sign up. Links in the description below. It's the first one. It says Midwork certification course. And if you click that, you'll read through and I'll give you a quick explanation. I don't want to waste your time too much on it, but it's for those who want to make a career, want to make some money doing what they love, which is boxing, holding mitts, Muay Thai, MMA, just really focusing on combos, how to develop combos, how to train your fighters and make them good fighters, make sure that they're prepared for the fight. We have a 6-week course on there. On weeks out before a fight, we give you road work, we give you workouts to do, we give you target heart rate and target resting heart rate where your fighter should be at. So it's very comprehensive. And then we also teach you how to sell, so how to pick up more clients and make money, because that could be the hardest part. You can be a great coach, you can be a great mitt work holder, but then when you go up to someone, you're nervous or you don't know what the right things to say, they're not going to give you money. You're not going to be able to make a living out of it. So we teach you all of those things. It's a free, and then a pair of Sweet Science boxing mitts. We'll send you a pair of gloves, and we'll send you a pair of Sweet Science wraps. All right, it's an awesome deal. Links in the description below. We'll talk a little bit about a giveaway that we're doing towards the end. All right, it involves Instagram. Cool. Let's see. Any other points I want to cover before we start talking about the Q&A questions we got in here? Cool. All right, now, so I'll start answering some questions. I do definitely want to talk about the fights yesterday, UFC 199. I want to talk more about Muhammad Ali, absolutely. Talked about the seminar. Cool. Let's just start answering some questions. All right. Does track help in MMA? Yeah, I mean, you got to be doing cardio. You got to be doing your road work. Sort of a rule of thumb, you don't want to do more than 5 miles a day, because then it's going to start to break down on your muscle. All right, unless you're trying to cut weight, but otherwise try to keep it to sprints two times a week, and then jogging, for about 4 or 5 times a week. There's a good one there from John Dawson. Says, why did you start doing fight tips? So real quick, fight tips got started. I was 13 when we started fight tips, and at first it was a video website. This was before YouTube was out, and we were hosting martial arts fight videos and street fight videos, And then it became a forum, a message board, and all these people were on there, all these different martial artists and weightlifters. We just sort of started sharing advice with each other, and people were like, you know, Shane, seems like you know your stuff. You should start uploading videos. And that's when YouTube came out, and I was like, cool, I'll host them on this new website called YouTube. And then random people found it. They were saying, Shane, you're helping me beat my bully, help me get in shape, you help me get into boxing and all this stuff, and reaching a lot of people. And it was very motivating, very inspiring to hear all of these successful stories. So from there, it just grew. And now our motto that we stick by is make people better. So every video that we do or product that we come out with, we make sure that it answers that question. Does it make people better? Geraldo says, I see 1 million subs in your future. I do too. There's a website called socialblade.com where it shows future projections of where you're going to be in a month, in 2 months, in a year. And we're doing pretty good. Thanks to you guys. I really owe it all to you guys for all your support and sharing our videos and stuff like that. So we'll be at 1 million in no time. Cool. Do I have kids? I do not have any kids. I don't plan on. I am married though. Marie, my wife, is also part of the fightTIPS team. It's just her and I that run it. She does a lot of the camera work. She answers a lot of the emails, social media. So I'm married. She's the best for it. But no kids. Never skip leg day. Amen. Cool. All right, let's talk a little bit about UFC 199. I got questions for you guys. How do you guys feel about Michael Bisping being the new champ? How do you feel about him avenging his loss against Rockhold? Here's what I saw. I mean, I was traveling yesterday because I was on vacation. I was in Cancun. It was a great time in Mexico. But I was on a plane when the fights were happening, so I only saw the highlights so far. But based on the highlights or the knockout of Bisping and Rockhold, I think here's what happened. If you're an orthodox fighter fighting a southpaw fighter, or vice versa, a southpaw fighter fighting an orthodox fighter, you're fighting someone switch. Your lead hook is almost the equivalent of an overhand right, right? If you think orthodox, right? If I come with my right hand over top of your left hand, I'm going to catch you on the chin. The overhand, right? Overhand right, because it comes over your opponent's hand, whereas the straight cross comes straight up the middle in between their hands. Boom, right? So if Rockhold, which he was a little too confident, right? Riding that line between confident and cocky. I think he was a little bit on the cocky side for this fight. Kept his low, kept his hand out extended, and set up that lead hook the whole time. You know, he's backing up, and then he would explode and come in, right? And Rockhold was throwing that chopping check hook with his lead, but his shoulder wasn't high enough. Exactly what happened. Bisping came right over top, overhand, lead hook, to the jab of a southpaw. I used to do that all the time. So fighting a southpaw fighter, they throw the jab, I'd parry it, boom, same hand. I call it skip the rock, boom. Parry, hook, parry, hook. Now he didn't parry it, he just came right over top, boom. And I'm orthodox and I'm throwing my jab, then the southpaw fighter can do the exact same thing, except with the right hand, right? Parry, right hand. Angle, he got on the outside. His lead foot was on the outside of Rockhold's lead foot. Cool. Are you still thinking of going professional? Not me as a fighter. I don't want to fight anymore. I'm saving these brain cells so I can learn and continue teaching you guys and making half-decent videos. Diaz, McGregor too. Yeah, I knew that question would come up. We'll talk about that. Yes, rest in peace, Muhammad Ali. Aldo versus Edgar, that's going to be an awesome one. I love both fighters. Been following for a long time. Big fan of him. Love his boxing. Love his athleticism. I was working with Phil Miglerese. It was awesome. Awesome. I can't wait to do more videos with him. It's a shame that we're on either sides of the country. It's funny, though, because he actually lived in the same neighborhood that I'm at now in California like 10 years ago when he was training with the Gracies. So he was living out here, and we were talking about all the same restaurants that we eat at. But now he's back in Philadelphia, and I'm here. So when I travel back out there. Cool. Have you ever been in a real street fight? Yes, of course. Cool. All right. What do you guys think? I'm surprised I haven't seen it yet. I'm sure it popped up, but oh, there it is right there. Super Cookie each day. Brock Lesnar's back at UFC 200. I was like, I read that. I'm like, is this right? Is this correct? Back, and he's fighting as soon as July. How do you guys think about that? I mean, the first thing that I think is he clean? Has he been doing steroids? Because he's been in the WWE. You know, he doesn't look as big as he used to, but and is he prepared? Is he in shape, ready to fight? We'll see. Maybe he's hoping for that first round finish, ground and pound, with those short hammer fists. Cool. All right, more questions. Let me see. Yeah, let's talk about, all right, McGregor versus Diaz, UFC 202. What do I see? Well, comment. What do you guys see happening? I'm thinking if trains better for this one, because I said in the previous video, and a lot of people I thought challenged my opinion, but I thought that McGregor was doing great in the first round, beginning of the second round, but he got tired. I'm telling you guys, I know that feeling. I've seen it. I've been there. When you're throwing a lot of punches and missing, which he was, and kicks, he was throwing like wheel kicks and missing, takes a lot out of you. And he admitted that he was eating steaks leading up to weigh-ins. And he didn't have to run because he thought, you know, I don't have to cut any weight. I'm going up to, then why should I do my road work? Why should I think again? Just like maybe Rockhold stepped over from confident to the cocky side, was ill prepared, didn't have the stamina, and then just faded by round two. And Diaz, both Diaz brothers are known for pacing themselves, right? They never go, if you look at it like a graph, their energy level on a graph, it's straight across the whole time. They never peak and then drop off, right? Or it's not like a slow start. It's just they're going like this the whole time. So the way that they're fighting in round one is the way that they're going to be fighting in round five. You got to be smart. You got to pace yourself, and I don't think McGregor did. So it'll be interesting to see. He cut up Diaz, but is the problem? Is he going to last? He doesn't have the experience going the distance like Diaz does. Following Nick Diaz on Snapchat, which, by the way, follow me on Snapchat, guys. We do a combo of the day on there, new combo every day. But Nick Diaz, like, they just did an Xterra marathon, both of them yesterday, or was it? I think that was today. McGregor versus Floyd, man, that would be a walk in the park for Floyd. I'm telling you guys, that's for both of them. Cool. All right. New questions. Let me see. Have you ever met Diaz? Yeah, follow me on Instagram. I had a picture. I met both of them, Nick and Nate Diaz. They were at Bellator. They were at Bellator 154 when we were there. Super cool dudes too. They took the time. There was people asking for autographs and pictures, you know, nonstop while they're trying to watch the fights, and they filled out every autograph. They took pictures with every single person that asked. Super humble, super cool. Yeah, good dudes. All right. Do you think they're ever overpaid? Who? McGregor and Floyd Mayweather? I mean, if they can make the money, you know, we're the ones paying for it because we're paying to watch it. It's not like they're stealing money from anybody. So what's your Snapchat? My Snapchat is fightTIPS. If I hold it up to the screen, can you guys just snap it or whatever to add me? Here, let's try it. On the screen, let's see if this works. Focus. No. It's Shane Fazen, ShaneFazen. All right, talking about Instagram. So the Midwork certification course that I was talking about, let me bring that up for you guys real quick and see what exactly I'm talking about. So the Midwork certification course, this is our second time doing this now. It says 7 spots right there. We actually only have 6 left. All right. So it's a full comprehensive course. It's a 40 video course teaching you how to be a coach, how to properly sell, how to properly hold mitts, how to develop combos. And then we also, down here, shows you everything that you get. All right. So you get the video training course, you get boxing mitts, gloves, hand wraps, sales training, Mitwork course on how to hold, like I said. But then you'll get 3 1-hour live streams with me. All right. So you can bring in any questions that you have if you're currently holding, or if you had problems trying to sell people, bring them in. Bring them in. I'll help you out with that. You get 1 month free to my fight gym, and then you get this is super valuable right here. 6-week fight camp program and combo sheet for free. I actually forgot about the combo sheet. But yeah, it goes up to like 100 punch combo in there. But the 6-week fight camp program, that's huge, guys. That's stuff that I've been working on and have developed after talking to a ton of different world-renowned coaches. Like I said, it's road work, it's target heart rate, resting heart rate, it's workouts to do to make sure that your fighters are properly prepared, or if you're a fighter yourself, okay, good stuff, cutting weight, all that's in there. And then you'll get the Mitwork certificate. So we'll send that to you, which is really cool. And you see that in the video here. Let me just mute this, because we had a bunch of people from the last one. Here's Sam right here. So we'll send you out this certificate. I'll sign it and send it out to you. And then you can use this if you're going in to try to get a job at a UFC gym or an LA Fitness. All right. It's going to look good when you're going up against someone else. If you have this, it's just a one-up on them. All right. So we're going to do one giveaway thanks to how do I get back? Where am I at? Cool. So thanks to Art Golden, who's been a supporter of Fight Tips for a long time. He's a personal training client of mine. He wants to buy one and do a giveaway so that one of you guys or gals start your career as a boxing coach. So all you have to do is go to my Instagram, and I'm going to type it out right now in the chat. I'm going to type it like 6 times because I know it's going to be spamming. It's just Shane Faison. All right. So go to my Instagram, take a screenshot of my latest picture, and then just all I want you to do is write out and explain why you want to become a coach. All right, why this program will benefit you. I know a lot of people don't have the money to purchase it, and for those of you that can, the grind is what's important. So if you can go out and mow lawns or wash cars or something, I mean, that's that type of personality, that mentality is going to carry over and help you be a good coach. But for those of you who really just can't do it, it's out. And he's typing right now in the chat. He's buying one and he wants to give it away to someone. So all you guys got to do, like I said, go to my Instagram, screenshot my latest picture, and then just explain in the caption why this will benefit you, why you want to be a boxing, Muay Thai, MMA coach, why it's important to you. So while you guys are doing that, I'll get back to a couple questions on here. Someone said, how can I get into the UFC? I got a video on that. Search for how to make a career as a fighter. All right. Yeah, that's one I wanted to talk about. Swagger Wrestling said, talk about Ariel Helwani being banned. So I don't know if you guys heard about this. And someone explained it to me, because I'm not even sure actually why he got banned. Was it because he reported that Brock Lesnar coming back before they officially announced it? I think that was the problem. But apparently he was escorted out of the forum, which is where UFC 199 was at, and permanently banned him. So it's interesting. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of changes happening in UFC. Joe Rogan sounds like he's going to be leaving, right? Ariel just got fired. Who's a big reporter, and a lot of people liked him. How to defend yourself against Shane Faison. I'll never fight anyone in here. I'll never attack anyone. But yeah, a lot of changes, a lot of upsets with current champs, and I don't know, man. I personally think that a lot of people are. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Swagger Wrestling. Helwani's banned. I just think there's a lot of changes going on in the UFC, and I think it's going to be beneficial for Bellator. I mean, I know I'm a little biased because I work with Bellator. That's what I heard. Someone said Joe Rogan gone for real. He's mentioned on his podcast. He's like, I'm not sure if I'm going to continue doing it. His contract's up in a couple months, right? Maybe July. And he said at that point he doesn't know if he's going to sign again with them. And I think he'll do fine. You know, he's got his comedy, he's got his podcast. He'll do fine. But then who's going to be the one to replace him? Shane phasing the fight tips? No, I mean, it's interesting to think about. Is it going to help them grow with something new? Or is the change going to be, is it going to be devastating to the UFC? John White, do you believe in God? I try not to bring politics or religion into my videos. I'm sorry. What's your opinion about Nick Diaz's fighting style? I actually have a video bringing down Nick Diaz's boxing. Oh, Nate Diaz. Well, so I guess it's the same thing. You have to search for it, though. I have it unlisted right now, but it's in one of my playlists. If you look around for it, it's a really good video. But even better, if you just go to fighttips.com, the fighttips.com website, and just search Nick Diaz, that'll pop up on there. There's a video on there for you to watch. I think it's awesome. I think it's very unorthodox and maybe not what you would teach a beginner to do or to emulate, but it gets the job done. Cool. Someone said, "What's your favorite fighting move?" HB animation. Go to my Snapchat, which is fightTIPS. Follow me on Snapchat, and on my story every day I'll upload a new combo of the day. So a lot of those on there are my favorite fight moves. What do you think about weed? Says Ditchstra. Butchered your name. Sorry about that. I don't like the idea of smoking anything. I don't like the idea of inhaling cigarettes or weed or anything like that. Even vaporizers and stuff like that. Like just the whole idea of bringing in anything other than oxygen. I don't like that idea, and I've always been that way. I like having my stamina. I love running. I love that feeling. I hinder that in any way. But if it definitely has medical benefits, that's undeniable. So I think teas are something that I would consider doing. But to this day, I mean, I don't smoke. I get comments all the time where people are like, "Shane, you look super high in this video." And it's just the way, just the relaxed eyelids that I have. But, like a THC tea or something like that, a hot tea, I think that's something that I would absolutely experiment with. Am I still on? You guys still see me? All right, let me see. Someone said, "Hey Shane, I box a lot and lately my shoulder keeps messing up and it cracks and pops. Comes every 3 weeks and it's painful, lasts for ages, and I don't know what to do. Any tips?" When I have injuries like that, anything that's joint related, you have to rest. You have to rest. And if you rest to a certain point and it's not helping, this may not be the best bit of advice, but for me, I've noticed if I just push through the pain and try to the muscles around it. So if it's your shoulder, then I would say try exercising your bicep, your tricep, and your chest in ways that aren't going to injure the shoulder itself. But if you're throwing punches against a heavy bag, there's a lot of pressure that's right in the shoulder. If you're throwing full extension in your punches when you're shadow boxing, like I said, that could be stressful to there. But if you build up the muscles around there, the back, the rear delts, like I said, triceps, chest, they're going to assist in that area. But main thing is you need to ice, you need to rest it. Cool. All right. Someone said shin splints. I run correctly, proper running shoes, but they won't go away. Check out my video, Matt. I have a video on shin splints. All right. I had some of the worst shin splints when I was young. So same idea, rest and ice. Some of these questions are a little PG-13. Do you like football? Says Giants Nation. Any sports other than boxing and MMA, Muay Thai. Brian, we answered that question earlier. Mayweather versus McGregor. I feel like that's easy work for Floyd. I feel like they're both doing it just to make some money. I don't think Floyd would be able to knock out McGregor, but I don't think McGregor would be able to do any damage to Floyd. Are you crying? Coming at me, bro? Talked about Bisping and Rockhold too. We talked about that early on. The orthodox versus southpaw. Bisping got the superior angle. Came over top of the right shoulder with the left hook. How much you bench, bro? Can you speak Spanish? Sí. actually. So I was saying gracias and hola a lot. That counts, right? Cool. All right, we'll do about 15 more minutes, guys. 15 more minutes again with the boxing gear giveaway course. If you want to purchase it, links in the description below. Start a career as a boxing coach. Start creating all these fighters that we're talking about in here. Imagine if you guys make the next Muhammad Ali. Imagine if you're the coach. You're the next Custody Amato coach. You know, imagine if you're a coach, right? Coach Kavanaugh. Links in the description below. Also, we're doing the giveaway for one of these. One person will win Instagram, which is also in the description below. The second link there, fightTIPS Instagram. Copy my latest picture, screenshot that, and then write in the caption why this will benefit you and why you want to become a coach. We're going to select one person. That's all thanks to our supporter and fan and one of my clients, Art Golden. Triple G fight breakdown. I did write an article about Triple G's hooks. That's on fighttips.com too, Andre. But I want to get Triple G in a video. How cool would that be? Because he's not too far away. Get Triple G in a video, Mexican style. Good boy. Worst injury. I've been lucky with not a lot of injuries coming out of fights. Broken fingers, broke my foot. The elbow that I took in Thailand was pretty bad, but nothing that I had. Well, no, that's not true. Gone to therapy for the foot. I went to and stuff, but nothing too bad. Nothing that kept me out for more than a couple months. Hey Shane, I do very competitive jiu-jitsu. Trying to transition in MMA. I have a good physical athleticism, but also I was taking that all serious. Yeah, but yeah, to answer your question, you can absolutely slap people with it. That is legal. How you do that? What did I just say? My fight story 4. Josh, that would be awesome. Those videos, I mean, they get views, but I just feel like they're not as popular as the other ones, and they take us a lot of time to make. But yeah, I would love to happen. Someone said, how do you maintain your figure, Shane? Oh, my man. A lot of the stuff that we do on myfightgym.com, honestly, we share workouts on there all the time, and it's a lot of calisthenics, a lot of cardio. I'm a firm believer in cardio. I really am. I know a lot of these videos online. I follow these guys too, and they got a lot of knowledge. And they joke about it, but they don't do enough cardio. I personally don't believe. But again, my goals are different than what a bodybuilder's goals are. Why dreadlocks? Why not? Look at these things. A lot of work, a lot of upkeep dreadlocks. Someone the other day was like, you can't wash dreadlocks though, right? Like, yeah, of course you wash dreadlocks. Could you imagine how bad I'd smell if I couldn't wash these? What do you think's going to happen with Brock Lesnar at UFC 200? What do I think's going to happen? Man, I mean, it's a long layoff. He's coming off of 2 losses, right? I don't know. I mean, how much has he really been training his MMA? I don't know. Depends on who he fights. Really does. Depends on who he fights. Who does your hair, says Gilbert. Well, I do it, and Marie, my wife, she helps out a lot. That's how you know. They're a lot of work. Quincy, thank you. Dreads are dope. Cool. I see peekaboo stance. Let me scroll up. Can you make a video about a peekaboo style of boxing with drills and stuff? I want to fight like Ippo Makanuchi, and he uses the peekaboo stance, but I don't know many drills. Please help. You know who's really good with that? I mean, I have a couple videos on there, and there's a bunch on myfightgym.com explaining it too, but JT Van V, Triple V, he's got a lot of good peekaboo stance stuff. Check him out. JT Van V, Triple V. Cool. Ryan Clark says, has your wife been in a video yet? Yeah, she's been in a bunch. She's been in a bunch. You know, he says, what is the the Los Angeles seminar I'm doing? It's at Sweet Science. It's going to be limited availability. We haven't yet, but we're gonna supply you guys with more information very soon. We're going to be covering kicks that can be incorporated in MMA and Muay Thai and flexibility drills. And then we're going to go over Muay Thai clinch, sweeps, setting up knees and elbows. So it's going to be a lot of good stuff. Yeah, it's probably going to be about 3 hours worth of information. So definitely come check that out if you can make it out, Daniel. And that's all, you guys. If anyone's in the Los Angeles area, got a couple people who are flying out too. So if you can fly out, it'll be worth it. It'll be a good time. We'll all hang out, get some training in. It'll be awesome. Someone said Conor McGregor versus Cody No Love. I'd like to see Cody No Love get a first, personally. Get him a couple more, get him a little bit more experience. But that would be good. Who'd win, Mayweather or Triple G? Mayweather or Triple G? I still got to go Mayweather. I do. Triple G's the man. But I think Mayweather still would figure it out. Of course, it would go the distance. But I got to go Mayweather on that. How about Triple G Canelo? I'm curious what you guys think about that. Cool. Ali versus Mayweather. That fight would never happen. Mayweather's like 100 pounds lighter than Ali. All right. All right. So we'll go like 5 more minutes, guys. 5 more minutes. I'm going to wrap it up. Actually feeling a little under the weather. I think it might be from Mexico. I think it's from all the traveling, but let me see. Let me see. There's a lot of questions. Sorry for all these guys. I saw someone asking about a 5x5, and that's all I saw. For compound exercises, yeah. Yeah, that's most of the things that you want to be doing with 5x5. Bench, overhead press, squats, deadlift, they're all compound. What age should I start jiu-jitsu? Start it now. Why not? Why wait? No better time than now. Shane, more boxing movement drills. Noted. Noted. You got it. Cool. Asher Grant. My man, what's going on? Shane, no phasins in here? Start martial arts with a resting heart rate at 160? Why is it that high? Resting heart rate? That's extremely high. You might want to talk to your doctor. I'm not going to answer that question just in case. It seems very high. But ask him. Might want to do a slower martial art, maybe something more like Tai Chi. Shane, more Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Noted. Gotcha. I want Cody No Love techniques. We got to get these guys in videos, though. You know, it'd be huge, guys, and helps out a lot. This is how we got Boss Rutan in a video. Is I uploaded a picture on Instagram, and I said, you guys all need to go follow Boss Rutan and comment on his latest picture and say, go be in a Fight Tips video. Should be in a Fight Tips video with Shane. And all these people, hundreds of people commented on it. And then next day I get an email from Boss Rutan himself. And I was like, what? So the power of social media. If you guys ever want a fighter to be in a Fight Tips video, like Cody No Love or Anderson Silva, I see right now, who's like right around the corner from me, actually, Instagram, on Twitter, and just say, yeah, you got to be in a Fight Tips video with Shane. People who say, you know, the more they'll see it. That would be huge. And no, I want Faraz again. He's a busy man, though. Busy man. Someone said, would you go on PKA again? Of course. Dylan. PKA fan? Is that how you found Fight Tips? Thank you for coming over. Yeah, I would love to. That was a good time. It was a good time. Stephanie McMahon. I have a video on that, actually. Who do you think Brock Lesnar will fight? I don't know. That's what I really, I'm not sure. Brian says, who do you think Brock Lesnar will fight? I don't know. Like, it was like Roy Nelson. That would be an interesting one. Mark Hunt. That would be awesome. All right. Should I do it right now? What's the gate block? All right, gate block, and you've probably picked up on it just based on the examples, context clues, what I've talked about it in. Gate block is mostly for, it could be looping hooks to the body or overhand right, but a gate block, and actually, you know, yeah, someone, Brian Ortega sort of used it when he beat Clay Guida. His was more like a helmet guard. But if someone's throwing a wide hand, so you're going here, right, would be a helmet guard, but to intercept and go like this, and right, you would lift your left elbow, or your left elbow, kind of bring your hand to their shoulder, you bring your shoulder high. So you're doing this, just intercepting their punch. So if it's a wide hand like this, your elbow would come here, block their elbow, block their shoulder, and just stops their punch. And then if they're throwing a wide right hand to the body, you just kind of go here, the gate block, and you can come right into a left hook. Boom. Is that the real anthem, man? Fight tips, Justin. So gate block coming down, and you can whip it right into a left hook. So it's like an interception almost. Boom, boom, boom. Anthemayo's in here right now, everybody. And Cameron says collab with Dom Mazzetti. I want to do a collab with Dom Mazzetti. I'm pretty sure he's in the LA area, right? And someone, Andre said, are you ever coming to Dublin? Dublin, Ireland? I'm out doing a Fight Tips tour. We're gonna see how this seminar goes. Again, for everyone who's coming in just now, July 2nd in Los Angeles, we're doing a seminar. Information soon to follow. We're gonna see how that goes. I'm gonna start writing down some ideas about like a possibly, don't get too excited, but possibly a Fight Tips World Tour where we travel around and go to different gyms and do seminars. Would you guys be into that? And if so, comment a couple places now. I'll take mental note. Someone already said, come to Sweden, come to Atlanta, come to Vienna, come to Greece. Dow says you're hot. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Vienna, Spain. Nice. All right. Good to know, guys. I'm seeing a lot of Greece, Spain. Come back to Philly. I'll be back in Philly. I'll be back. Pakistan, Netherlands, Croatia, Scotland, another Croatia, Limerick, New York. Yeah, so it looks like there's a lot. England. So there's a lot within the States. Looks like more East Coast, Philly. But then there's a lot in Europe as well. Well, there's the first one, Peru. Looked like it was South America, Tanzania, Yemen, Alabama, Miami. That would be cool. Holland. I definitely want to come to Holland. It's a place I've been wanting to go for a long time. Got some good fighters out there. Boston, California, San Diego. If you're in San Diego, you should come up. Come up to LA, July 2nd. I saw Bruce Lee say, what's up, Shane? I think Bruce Lee's in here. Irvine, Fresno. Oh, you guys got to come down to LA. Come train. July 6th. Oh, Ultra Night Star. Spelled my name wrong. Man, the chat is flying now. All right, I got a cool question. Who are some YouTubers besides Dom Mazzetti you would like to see me collaborate with, or maybe have in a trainer tip on Tuesday? Alexandria Boxing Gym. Andy Hoog. I can't collaborate with Andy Hoog. Maybe if I had a time machine. Or like zombie Andy Hoog. Never met Anderson Silva, no. Josh Flanagan says Anthemaggio. Faraz does not like Krav Maga. I don't think it depends. It depends. You can't. A lot of Krav Maga. I want to do one with JT Van V actually. He's just busy until July. Exposure, I got you. But and Quincy. A lot of Krav Maga it's like MMA. It's a mix of and boxing, and it's collab with the Gracies. It's another one I want to. Again, they're close to me. Trav. I've been trying to collaborate with Trav. I've actually sparred with Fight Smart Trav before, but I too. Cool. Everyone wants JT Van V. I know. So yeah, JT Van V in July said he's going to do a video for us. But I think why Faraz says that about Krav Maga is if you don't do your Muay Thai, he's a big fan of MMA, of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, as am I. And if you're just doing Krav Maga, depending on where you're training at, I think he areas that aren't protected. Krav Maga, however, is more of a strong mental martial art for the streets, you know, so I don't knock anything. What the hell? But man, the art of 8 limbs. Dwayne Ludwig. Yeah, Dwayne Ludwig is someone I'd love to get. Absolutely. I would love to go out to Colorado. Athlete X, I sent a video to Athlete X. I didn't hear anything back. But again, guys, these people that you're commenting, and I'm gonna PewDiePie. Yeah, man, busy. I don't think I'd ever be able to get in contact with him. But these guys that you'd like to see in videos, I would too. And believe me, I send emails every day to everyone. But if the best way is to just reach them by strength in numbers, if you go to their Instagram or their Twitter, just say, do a video with Shane Faison from Fight Tips and tag me. And the more they see it, the more they'll be inclined to do it. Sean Fagan's done videos for us, but yeah, we'll do more with him. Nick Drosis, Lawrence Kenshin, yeah, all really good guys. Nate Diaz, be awesome. But yeah, I mean, after I got Boss Fruitin in a video, after that it was like, all right, this is possible. This is possible to get pretty much anybody. So yeah, I mean, it's not crazy to get Nate Diaz in a video. I don't see why not. He's going to reach a couple thousand people, so it's not like he doesn't get anything out of it. TriStar, yeah, TriStar Gym, which is Faraz's gym. What did I say? Someone said Trey Johnson, are you opening up a gym? Nowhere in the near future, but it's something that we've been talking about a lot lately. Opening up a physical location. Yeah. Cool. All right, guys, any other questions, fight-related, fitness, nutrition? I just want to remind you guys real quick to enter this giveaway that we're doing. Go to my Instagram, which is just Shane Faison. I'll type it out. Screenshot the latest picture that I uploaded, repost it on your Instagram, and then just explain why you want to become a boxing coach. And a pair of wraps, a pair of mitts, and a pair of Sweet Science boxing gloves, plus the 40 video course and 3 live streams with me so that you can learn how to become a mitt-work coach. It's good. It's real good. You guys are going to love it. Selena Gomez, great fighter. No, that line in Damazetti. Did you guys see that video? Lifters versus fighters. He's like the famous female boxer Chris Brown once said. Hilarious. All right. More Anthem Mayo, hashtag the Haymaker King. I love it. Bruh really says, I love you. Love you too, bruh. Chris Brown. Female boxer, Chris Brown. Damn. Cerrone. Well, we had a couple of those videos with Cerrone's coach, Trevor Whitman. You guys got to check that out. Awesome videos. That guy's filled with knowledge. It's funny. He started his seminar and he's like, I want you guys to ask me the most intricate, most challenging questions ever. I like to think. So we were asking all about angles, about head movement in Muay Thai and MMA. Do you believe in slipping punches? There's a lot of really good stuff. Cool. Nick versus Nate. Huh. All right. I think I'm going to wrap it up, guys. If I see any other ones that catch my eye real quick. How to avoid being dropped. Don't get hit. Head movement, hands up, eyes open. Eyes open are one of the most important. Speaking of Nate and Nick Diaz, How often do you see those guys get knocked out? Right? Nate's only one was against Josh Thompson, who we did a video with. And Nick early on had a TKO stoppage. But one of the reasons that I believe they don't get dropped or they don't get knocked out either, they stumble, but I believe it's because they keep their eyes open. They see the punches coming. So even though they get hit, they know to brace, they know to roll and move with the punch, but their eyes are always open. The punch that you don't see coming or the kick that you don't see coming, you're not looking that direction, you don't know to brace for it, you don't know to move with it, you don't know to roll, that's when you get knocked out. And I just did a video on how to keep your eyes open in a fight. I can see it in the suggested right now, right below the chat. Sensei Jack says, is Taekwondo and Judo a good combination in terms of coverage, or would you do complementary arts? Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely, it's good, except the first thing that I think is there's no punching. Taekwondo is going to teach you how to throw like this, you know, and they don't really enforce the punching. They don't enforce a lot of the defense either, right? So there's definitely going to be gaps. But yeah, it's a good place to start for sure. Like boxing versus MMA. I mean, like, how much money do these sports make, or a boxer versus an MMA? It's just, it depends on the rules. You really, MMA, you need to be well versed in everything. If that's what you guys are, if you're talking about street fighting, right, then you need to be well versed. Nipple. Noted. Me versus Ortega? Brian Ortega? Nah, man. I'll hold mitts for him. I'll train him, but I'm not fighting. Best fighting style? The art of fighting without fighting. Is karate good? Yes. Shane, do you still eat senzu beans? And have you modified the recipe? Ben, honestly, no, because I don't do prep. So Big J's Extreme Intense anymore. I just see a lot of people do. A lot of people don't lift without it, and it's a great product, but I personally don't. But I mean, if you do it, do it. Someone said John Kavanaugh, who's Conor McGregor's coach. Get him on here. I would love to. I'd love to. You guys should comment on his Instagram. Conor versus Khabib. I mean, if Khabib could be more active and avoid all those injuries, that dude is a powerhouse. And I feel like that pressure and that aggression, I could see him pushing Conor up against the cage, taking him down. But Conor's got that accuracy, that knockout power, so anything could happen. Francis said, talk on Ali. We talked about him in the beginning. Yeah, big shame, but he's solidified as a legend. You know, made the mark in boxing, politics. So we lost a legend, but I'll always be one. Things to drink after training. Well, water. But then you want to get some electrolytes back in there, so it could be just do like have a proper diet. Or you could do Pedialyte, Gatorade mixed with water. You don't want to do just Gatorade; it's too much sugar. But foods, you know, you want to make sure you're getting your protein. Pickle juice, about a lot of sodium though. Shane Payson versus Pacquiao, yeah. All right, guys, I'm heading out for real this time. Thank you guys for coming in. Exactly, and I don't want to drink. All right, guys. So one last time, I'm just going to announce Los Angeles seminar on July 2nd. All right, so if you guys are in the LA area, it's going to be at Hawthorne, in Hawthorne, California, at Sweet Science Boxing Gym. I know, I'm sorry. We do these all the time, though. We do live streams all the time on My Fight Gym. So if you guys want to hang out, Fridays at My Fight Gym for members only. But sign up, become a member. All right. I see your comments, Stephanie. I see them. The boxing giveaway. Go to my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram if you're not already, which is just at Shane Fazen, ShaneFazen, and screenshot my latest picture, repost that, and explain why you want to become a coach, why this Mittwork course would be beneficial to you. We're going to pick a winner. We're going to send you out a pair of gloves, a pair of mitts, a pair of wraps. All right. Plus, you'll get access to the course, live streams with me, and yeah, I think that's about it. That's all I want to talk about. I think so. I think that's it. Deadpool. Language. How to slip better. Practice it more. Practice it more. Who'd I make sad? I'm sorry. Shane Franzen. All right. CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar. Thank you, Jovan. You too. All right, guys, I'm out. I'm out of here. See all these questions. I'm sorry I can't answer them all. I got to go. Like I said, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. If you catch my drift. Shane versus CM Punk. Let's do it. WWE is fake or not. It's choreographed. It's choreographed. Dudes, I'm out. You guys know where to find me. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. Try to do Periscope. Don't do that as often, though. Still follow me on there for when I do. But the best place to reach me is on Fridays at my fight gym. So sign up. We'll see you there. We'll hang out. We'll do workouts together. Do Q&As, answer any questions you got. And then we got a chat in there just like this with all the members in there. So you guys will become teammates. It's a good time. You may even find people in your area to train out in person. But Grania wants a shout out. Done. Talk about brain damage in MMA. I do have a topic on that. I do have a video on that, so check that out. I'm sorry, guys. I'm heading out. I love yous. Thanks for supporting Fight Tips. We will be at 1 million soon. Someone said that earlier, and it's very exciting. If there's ever any coaches or Instagrammers or YouTubers that you want to see in videos, like I said, the best way is for all of you to just comment on their stuff so that they see it. Be like, do a video with Shane from Fight Tips, right? Because otherwise, I send videos to these people all the time, or emails to them all the time, and hear nothing back. So, strength in numbers. All right, guys. Thank you.